Famous transgender rock and roll singer Jayne County was born as Wayne Rogers in 1947 in Dallas, Georgia. Growing up male as Wayne, Jayne was raised in a Protestant home and felt that the rules were much too restrictive. She attended a Bible school where she always identified with the proclaimed sinners in the Bible stories, like Jezebel and Delilah, realizing that they had much more fun. After living in Atlanta for a time, Jayne moved to New York City and began living as a woman more frequently, although it took her years to fully adopt that identity. She was heavily involved in the glam scene and was present at Stonewall during the year of the famous riots. Jayne got her first big break when she was asked by playwright Jackie Curtis to appear in the salacious production Femme Fatale, sponsored by Andy Warhol, which also starred the famous Patti Smith. Warhol soon cast her in his underground favorite, Pork, even more salacious, which opened many doors for Jayne. She began writing her own productions and songs, known for pushing limits on taboo topics. Networking with David Bowie, she soon formed a band called Queen Elizabeth, though she was using the name Wayne County at the time. And she later started another band called Wayne County and the Backstreet Boys. Her work helped launch the new punk movement in New York in the 1970s, during which she appeared in several films. She moved to London and formed a new band called the Electric Chairs, before eventually moving to Berlin and changing her name to Jayne in 1979, living fully as a woman for the first time. She has used hormones over the years, but has never had sexual reassignment surgery. Jayne capitalized on her fame through the 1980s, releasing several versions of her albums, and she wrote her own autobiography called Man Enough to Be a Woman in 1995. She has more recently lived in Atlanta, Georgia, occasionally performing with her current band, Jayne County and the Electric Queers.